My next leather project here is going to be a case for this little high-powered flashlight, so I can carry it on my belt when I'm camping. And I went ahead and made another little kind of template out of a cereal box again. So I want the holder to look something like this, with a strap that will hold it in place, and I'll have a belt loop on the back. So I'm going to use this cardboard template as my reference to start with, and I'll make a few changes as I go along, but that's basically what it's going to look like. But before I even start that, my wife made an apple pie tonight, and I've already had a little bite and it's delicious, so I'm going to eat that first before I get started. Okay, I'm ready to get started here. When I made this little template, I taped this together here, so I'm going to have to cut that apart to trace my leather. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than what it has to be. I'm just going to draw a line across here, and let's say something like this, and I'll better define it later on. I just want to cut out a piece of leather, because first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mold it around the flashlight on that one section. That's plenty big enough. I think I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to cut this with. Okay, the next thing I'll do is I'll start to better define what I want this to look like. Now I'm going to leave these sides oversized, so when I fold it around or wrap it around, I can staple it down to keep it to hold its shape while it's drying. I think I better make sure that the measurements are symmetrical. Let's say that's This is going to be the piece that wraps around the flashlight, and this is the bottom part that is on the end of the flashlight. That's about the right width. So I'm just going to mark that width here. Okay, so I'm gonna get this wet so I can form it around, but I'm gonna have to cut this probably should have done that with the knife. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut out this section here too. This time I'll go ahead and use this knife blade. Notice I didn't cut all the way to the corner here. I'm starting it here so when I pull I don't accidentally slip and cut into the leather, so I cut most of the way and then I'm going to cut from this other direction. Accidentally just sliced into that just slightly. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Okay, so the next part is to get this wet and then form it around this. So I think I'm going to wrap this in saran wrap first so it doesn't get all wet. Okay, I've got some cling wrap here. I think I'm going to put on a couple layers. do one other piece. When they say cling wrap, that's what they mean. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is get this leather wet, and I'm only going to get it wet to about here so that I can bend this over underneath the flashlight and wrap it around. Okay, here's the piece of leather. I've got this portion wet, which will wrap around the flashlight. I'm going to bend it like this. And then like this. So let's staple this in place. Okay. I think I'm going to staple this on the wood too to keep this angle here. Don't know how to keep this flat while it's drying. Maybe I could set something heavy on there like this. No, that won't work. I'll figure out something. Anyway, it'll dry like this, and that will be the main holder for the flashlight, and there'll be stitching down here.